So, welcome back to another video. I know it's been about a month since I've posted last, but I swear I was doing stuff. I swear I was doing stuff. I was making another channel. I was putting Hoi4 and EU4 on that. If you want to go check that out, it wasn't too great, but the next video I'm going to post is probably going to be a lot better. However, today, I saw that the video I posted a while ago was actually blowing up, and wow. But yeah, so I thought I would do another one because I've then started to do this, and this has been a week in the making, and I do hope you guys really do enjoy this. So basically, what I'm here today previewing, showing, doing whatever with is another kind of world building kind of simulation game in MS Paint. Now, the last one I did was really quite small. It was a small map. It had like a small group of people, and it was not that big. This one, I have made the map like I think 3 or 4 times bigger, a lot more provinces. I've added a lot more game mechanics and a lot of other things. So, real quick, as an overview for the main game changes, I have added a bit of, kind of upriver, downriver trading. I've added fertility and how much farmland you can have per province and population per province. So about a centimeter of each province. I've measured this as I zoom in twice and then I take a centimeter, is equivalent to about 20 kilometers squared for just a lot of things for everyone, easy access, I guess. So 20 kilometers squared is a centimeter squared in this, and then it depends on how big the province is and how much farmland you can have and how much population can be grown in these areas. Now, so I guess that's just it, and this simulation is called Kilin Boron, and it was actually extremely fun to make, so I really do hope you enjoy, and like and subscribe if you do. So, Boron is a simulation I've made. So, as you can see, there is a lot of provinces on just this half of the map. I've added also a new exploring feature, and I guess, and just a lot of stuff. So, in this game, there are just 5 players, because I don't want to make it too big, I didn't want to make it too small. So, the first player is me. I am Finilia, or no, I don't know. The red one down in the bottom left is Kilmock. Then there's Benin near the mountainous region, Seaval in the southern region, and Limpin where the major river curves. I've zoomed in here real quick. I don't know. I'm changing the name around. Sorry about that. And so, yeah. So, basically, this is how it went. So, Kilmock was the first to expand in the early years, and they expanded over to the east, and I also expanded downriver. Limpin expanded downward as well. Seaville expanded to the northeast, and Bidin expanded twice. Now, Kilmock was the fastest expanding, and it is kind of overextended at this point. I also made a trade pact with the Limpin because of their trade power as having the main route of the river to Kilmock, and also possibly might get the river tributary to Bidin. Now, I actually just got the river tributary, and I've expanded down to the river. Now, I'm in a really good defense position because my borders are bordered by 2 rivers, so I should be fine. Lippin is doing fine. They crossed the river and expanded more to capture more of the trade power. Kilmock lost a province, actually, and then gained it back. This is going quite fast, I know, I'm sorry. But they did that. So now Benin has decided to explore new provinces, and I'm just drawing in the province borders there because they want to expand and they have nothing else to do. As you can see, Seaville has expanded quite a bit down there, taking full control of the peninsula and expanding further out. You can also see the Benin and Lipen also formed a trade pact, and the Lipen Kilmec formed a non-aggression pact because of their borders having such big outlines. Now, also at this stage, I introduced a fort mechanic. So fort mechanics are basically just to have small, big forts or whatever, but in this age, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to start out with some small forts. So I made some frontier forts in my land. Lipin also made some forts around the Kilmock border to protect themselves. Now, forts do cost a lot of money to upkeep. Lippin has a lot of money because they are the main trade hub to everything for 4 of the nations, except for Seaville. As you can see, Seaville down there is expanding quite a bit, and so is Biden. Biden also got its first coastal provinces and now can trade through sea. Now, the Kilmec have a huge fort near Lippen and actually are building more here, just due to the fact that they can. I also forgot to mention Kilmec has the biggest military as of right now, and they've just declared war, as it seems, on the Lippen. Now, the Kilmec have an army that vastly outnumbers, and as you can see, they've taken a province right away. However, the Lippen have a very, very strong economy, so they can be able to forge and raise a very big army. You can also see here that I'm trying to rework my fort system and expanding more to the west, and Biden has completely expanded to there. Biden has just entered its golden age, by the way. It is at its peak golden age as of right now, or what might be. And it seems as though Kilmec has started to take over. So as you can see, Lippen has raised a huge army and has forged their way right into Kilmec. Biden also took the province that the Lippen had to sacrifice in order to get that manpower boost. The Dark Age has also come for me and Biden, as we both had to sacrifice provinces due to the fact that the trade of the Lipan nation has completely dissolved as they are being destroyed by the Kilmec. Although in the end, the Kilmec were defeated and the Lipan formed a vassal called Lycan, I think that's what it was called. Limerick. That's what it was called. So Limerick is now the vassal of Lipan because they can't manage all that territory, and it was just after a war. Now, with this, the dark age of economy really starts to set in, as all of the major countries that had trade agreements with them are now destroyed as they spent most of their money on fortifications and military. As you can see, I have had to lose many of my provinces, and so has Biden. The only one not affected by this, and has just entered its golden age with all this horrible things happening to all these other nations, is Seville, because they had nothing to do with any of the trade agreements. And as you can see, they are expanding very, very rapidly. And as you can also see, I and Biden and the Pen are kind of expanding more just due to the fact that the economy has somewhat recovered. And as you can also see, Seville has started to expand into the desert. One thing I forgot to mention is there are mountain passes in the mountains. As you can see those lines going through them, those are just mountain passes. I forgot to mention that, sorry about that. But now, as you can see, with the economy recovered, I'm starting to build some forts, and so is Beden. And now I'm just saying, Seville, vassalized Lipan. I completely forgot about that. And they gave some of the land to Lipan. So now it's basically east and west Rome, if you know about that, because they can't manage all that territory. Also, I've decided to explore more provinces, and now Biden and me can colonize both of those. CFL also decided to explore more provinces, and they can colonize those as well. Now, as you can see, CFL has reached its very peak, and so have I and Biden. We have all reached our very peak, with CFL owning over half the map, although just now, CFL is starting to collapse as the Liapen Liberation Force has just rose up in Liapen-owned territories in the vassalized state. Soon, Liapen was conquered all of those Liapen revolutionaries, and the Seville had to give up much of their territory. And the Democratic Republic of Seville has rose as well, and have also liberated their country from the tyrannical rule of Seville. And now they have formed two nation states, Le Pen and Seville, both democratic, both in alliance, and Biden and me have all gotten into a kind of stable alliance, and that's where I've left it off. I really hope you did enjoy this video. I sincerely do. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this, just leave a comment down below, like and subscribe. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I'm gonna probably come out with more of this content again. On my second channel, I'm posting Hoi 4, EU4, stuff like that, and I really do hope you enjoyed again, and I'll probably do some more stuff like this in the future.